A Los Angeles judge has mandated that a discrimination and wrongful termination lawsuit brought by two former General Hospital staff members against their broadcast television network ABC, and, more specifically, against the network's enforcement of its COVID-19 vaccine mandates, go to trial, adding to Disney's already mounting legal woes. The lawsuit, which was initially filed in June 2022 by James and Timothy Wall, the father-son team, claims that the pair was abruptly fired in 2021 for not complying with the network's mandate because of their religious beliefs, despite having worked on the long-running soap opera for 14 and 10 years, respectively. The initial complaint said, plaintiffs requested a religious exemption to the COVID vaccine mandate. ABC declined to accept plaintiffs' request, despite saying it would allow exemptions for sincerely held religious objections to the COVID-19 shots. Just 1 week after they made the requests, it declined them without providing any justification. It goes on, these were illegal acts. ABC lacks the ability to require its employees to get medical treatment against their will. If it did, it would still have to grant requests for religious exemptions to those who make them. It is incapable of making distinctions between different religions or evaluating someone's sincerity of their convictions without an impartial foundation. Here, it was devoid of one. ABC's actions violate the plaintiff's rights under state law and amount to religious discrimination. The Walls are suing the Disney-owned subsidiary, claiming that they violated their right to privacy. The California Fair Employment and Housing Act, in particular, the clauses that prohibit firing someone because of a conflict between the person's religious belief or observance, because of their disability, a term the couple uses to describe their lack of vaccination, or in service of any sort of retaliation. Additionally, the state's general protections against wrongful termination are being invoked. In the end, the Walls are requesting relief in the form of compensatory damages, punitive damages, reimbursement for their legal expenses, and a ruling from the courts declaring the network's policies unconstitutional. Judge Stephen Gorvich of the Los Angeles Superior Court has rejected the argument put forth by ABC, stating that they were unable to conclude that you are prevented from receiving the COVID-19 vaccine due to a sincerely held religious belief, practice, or observance. Instead, a jury consisting of the Walls' peers will decide the case. Judge Gorvich stated in an order dated February 20th that it is difficult to grant summary adjudication of this issue because this necessarily involves a credibility determination. Plaintiffs provide enough facts, that is, their justifications for their religious beliefs, to create a triable issue, even while defendants' counsel points out apparent contradictions. Given the disputed facts and the need to establish credibility, the jury, not the court, should decide whether the plaintiff's opinions were sincere. Nevertheless, it should be mentioned that although the judge found in Wall's favor overall, he did grant Disney's motion to have the plaintiffs claim that the network's decision violated their privacy dismissed. As many people move beyond the pandemic, this ruling should serve as a reminder of the thousands of people who lost their careers because they asserted their rights and stood up to their employers' efforts to make them violate their conscience, stated Scott Street, the Walls attorney, in response to the developments reported in Deadline. Until every corporation that violated its employees' rights has been held accountable, the pandemic won't be over, stated Street, who interestingly also acted as Ingo Rademacher's representative in his ultimately unsuccessful anti-vaccine mandate litigation. We're excited to get this case in front of a jury soon.